John Vehadija was born in Bacău, Romania on August 23, 1984. He was brought up by his grandparents, Helena and Constantine, who inspired him to learn poetry, read the entire encyclopedic dictionary, and become a researcher of knowledge. At the age of 10, he moved in with his parents, Anna and Theodore, for some turbulent teenage years, when although he excelled in school, especially at math and physics, he had trouble fitting into the norms of the society. It was then that he discovered music and a passion for reading about unexplained phenomena to cope with his busy school schedule. For a couple of years he studied at a prestigious local high school while helping his father run a convenience store, as well as working as a part-time clerk at another private school. John was 16 when, due to difficult economic circumstances, his family decided to let go of the past and start a new life in Toronto, Canada. He quickly adapted to the new lifestyle, evaluated his studies, and graduated high school with honours, while working weekends at a restaurant. For 2 years, John studied computer science at the University of Toronto, while absorbing a lot of extracurricular information which convinced him his destiny laid elsewhere. In 2006, John spent a summer in Edinburgh, writing poems and beginning to synthesize another timeline for the planet based on alternative history. He finished the project the following year in the format of an 8-week course called Guide to Ascension, which he taught locally through different organizations. John was also invited to speak at meetup groups and business breakfast meetings, while his poetry was featured in local magazines and calendars. As a natural progression, the following year, John discovered hypnotherapy and remembered the story of his past life, the basis for I Am of Light, which had turbulent effects on his current life, both emotionally and financially. It was then he first picked up the guitar and wrote songs about the kind of positive work he was envisioning. By 2010, recovered from the shock, John created the INYTH teachings, a consciousness training program which included hypnotherapy to heal past life traumas and anchor people to their light destiny. A book about it was released in the early spring, and by the end of the year, the official writing sessions for I Am of Light began. In 2011, John released a short run for a book called The 2012 Nexus, A New Beginning, which described his views of the energetic shift of 2012, explaining how parallel selves from the Omniverse would begin to download charge using avatar soul cryptocurrency into the minds of people of the planet. New INYTH teaching courses were taught with more success in Cambridge, Ontario. After some hard years, in 2013, John created the first crystal consciousness blueprint, followed by the Soul Stream Gene Wheel, as the twin main pillars of the new INYTH Vehadija light teachings. 2 courses were created for them to explain how this soul technology worked and could be used to improve lives. In 2014, John invented the Crystal Avatar Table format, which can draw charge from the future time singularity avatar to create lists of destiny checkpoints and update the reality field of the planet. This began a huge download of information, which prompted the completion in 2015 of a new course manual called the 48 Vehadija Avatar Tables, Positive Light Mind Re-Evolution. In 2016, John started traveling around the world for planetary activations and began major work on 2 upcoming computer apps called the Jomakabi Core of Creation and Josemina Light Mind Continuum. In 2017, John moved with his brother Charles to Vancouver, BC, where he began his all-star cast music project Light Freedom Revival, which kept him busy for the next few years, with releases like Eterniverse Deja Vu and Truthonomy. On June 13, 2019, after 12 years in the making, the book I Am of Light was released. A monumental 500 pages manuscript in hardcover format, which John believes is a milestone in consciousness evolution, marking the beginning of a new light age for our planet. The future looks exciting as a new Vehadija store will open by the end of the year, as well as a myriad of musical projects. A series of book presentations is also in the works, where the readers will have the chance to learn more about John's story. Keep an eye out on the site for further updates.